DC, for those that don't know, they obviously are in control of old Sandman, and Sandman is getting some a Netflix adaptation, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Netflix adaptation. Here, is it a movie show? I'm not sure. Now, I wasn't the biggest Sandman guy. Not that I hate it. However, we do need to use this. This is in our space, in the comic book space, and we need to utilize this as just putting it out as an example that just when we think the shit can't get worse, it gets worse. It gets worse, and they double down on it. And this is, I know a lot of folks are starting to come over to my side because I've been calling this out for a few years now, and I'm like, I know when I was ahead of it, definitely folks that watch my videos would see or look at it as if I was either over exaggerating. And I think because it got amplified and it accelerated so much, you had so many people that were starting to see it from the view that I saw it. I saw this stuff coming a mile away. DC and Marvel, both of them, they are way more concerned with what social statements they can make through the properties that it is that they own, be it in the comic books themselves, or the movies. Unfortunately, going into the future, they're all in. They're mimicking the same thing that Marvel's doing, and you saw that in the books. We talked about that DC fandom. I told y'all that crap was gonna happen. It's funny. I went through my comments the other day, yet again, looking and reading through when I was talking about DC fandom and talking about like the future state stuff. It's like, man, this guy's so negative. He's so negative. It hasn't even come out yet, and he's already ragging on it. I'm like, dude, did you listen to anything it was that they were saying? It was about to be a tokenization fest. And lo and behold, that's exactly what it was. And of course, it was dead on arrival. Future State was dead on arrival, bro. Dead on arrival. And we knew it. Nobody asked for non-binary Flash. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants Black Batman. Well, people that don't read books want that shit. They're more enticed by that because they got some I don't know what reflection issues or whatever it is that you want to call it, and they only think that the white characters are the legitimate characters. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we saw that. We knew that was the direction that they were going, and they bragged about it. They had entire forums going on 30 minutes, an hour at a time, whatever, dwelling on sexuality and race and diversity and all this other bull crap that has nothing to do with how good the work is. And here we have yet another example right here that we're going to look at of DC's Sandman. This is what they're putting out for the promotional item. Now, yeah, okay, so we got tokenization like galore. I understand that. And that's what people are going to look at first, and they're going to see, wow, look at all the tokenizations. Okay, but never mind that. The fuck do these people's pronouns got to do with any of this? And really, all of them are basically, aside from this Mason Alexander Park person who goes by they, everybody else goes by exact. Like that. That's your statement that you're trying to make, man. Like that's what you wanted to go. That was the route that you wanted to go when it came to promoting your works and letting us know who's going to be a part of the project. That's the direction that you're going right there. Where you, and again, this isn't like a some fan made it. No, this is directly from DC. You're looking at it right now. This is what they promoted. This is the direction that they want to go in. This is the stuff that they care about. Who cares, man? We see you. We know what the hell you are. What the hell are you telling us this? Yet again, tokenization aside, I said everything that needs to be said about the tokenization fest. I already told y'all that was the direction that they going. Now we adding pronouns and all whatever social. Again, they're more interested in, okay, they'll take the characters that you guys know about, that you guys are familiar with, the brands that you guys understand, and sure, they'll tell a loose depiction of what's going on. But it's more so because they're trying to make movies for each other. They're more worried about the social statements that they can make. That's it. And really, to be honest, That's the only time now, unfortunately, going into the future, that's the only time you're going to see it adopted, is if they can try to make some social statement by way of their own individual social preferences. This is why we talked to the great Nick Searcy, who was on FX's. Well, go look at I don't want to go too much into detail. Nick Searcy episode. I can't remember the episode. On For Cannon's Sake, we talked about him. We talked to him, directly to him, and this was some of the points that he was bringing up about Hollywood. Like, they're making movies for each other. And weirdos, of course, but they're not like trying to do any of these brands that they didn't create, by the way, correct. Now, I know Neil is probably still a part of this, and who knows, he's probably as loony. We know what Jerry Conway is, for example. He's about as loony as they get. These guys are more concerned with social statements than they are with anything else. And if they can make a social statement, that's what they're going to do. That's the direction that they're going to go. That's the only way that you will see it. Kevin Feige, yes, I know this is a different company. I get it. But he echoed, and y'all have to concede, if you look at the previous show's segment where I talked about how Kevin Feige flat out admitted everything that I said about the diversity element and what it is, the direction that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going. He flat out says it. Yes, this is why we're using these characters. He flat out admits it. So you can't even be mad at me. Well, you can be. You can be mad at me all you want. It ain't gonna make a now difference. But at minimum, you have to concede that I was correct. You have to. I was correct. And it's unfortunate because in a day and age where you think all of the investments are going into like live action depictions of comic book characters and comic books, you think that we should be getting the most accurate portrayals that respect the source material. And no, you're only going to get what you can, what they want to obviously give you, that's in line with whatever social statement that they're going to make, because this is what they're leading with. This is on the cast. They're promoting it. They're promoting it. And they're putting a freaking this industry's dead. Let's just call it for what it is. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Cannon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcannonsake.com.